So I'm here with my buddy Travis, and much like me, he grew up in the small town of Sweeney, and he got to see Stewart's video in its heyday. So you told me you had a couple of like Stewart stories from renting games there and stuff. So you were around for the small Stewart's, the one that like purged all the old school NES games, and then you were also there for when Stewart's was rebuilt, the bigger Stewart's.
I'm aware of the bigger Stewart's. I think I've only been in there a few times, handful of times.
Yeah.
I think I'd already moved away by the time they went full. What year was that? Do you know?
I don't remember. I know when the new Stewart's was built, they did have a video department, but there was no like old school NES games in there.
Did they
by
still
then.
rent games?
They did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have fuzzy memories of the actual layout. I can kind of remember. It seems like all the movies were on the left side, and they wrapped around, and then it went into the games on that back wall.
Yeah.
I think more than anything, my memories from Stewart's revolved around the types of games that I discovered there, and that became really nostalgic for me later on because I didn't own them. I think I was really drawn to them. So River City Ransom was a game that I discovered there. I think I still remember I think I was sick, and my mom let me get a game, and so I had like 2 or 3 days of no responsibility and just played the dog shit out of that game.
Hell yeah.
I didn't understand the order that you had to go into. Are you familiar with that game?
Yeah, so
you got to go back and forth.
And then you could go in the shops and eat sushi and buy weapons and all kind of weird shit.
Mind blowing.
Yeah.
You could read a book and then have lightning kick.
Yeah.
All of that. Yeah, you would go to these Japanese malls, and I thought that was such a cool innovation. You know, prior to that, mostly it was just all action, no real story. So I really like that one a lot. Dusty Diamond's All-Star Softball. I discovered that one at Stewart's as well. Are you familiar with that game?
No.
So it's essentially just a baseball game. It's called softball, but they did a lot of really innovative things with it. It's kind of arcadey style baseball, but it's like a schoolyard pick. You have like 60 players, and you just have their headshots. And when you're playing 2-player, it's just a race to get whichever players you want, and they all have strange attributes. Like, somebody might be, well, these aren't strange, but really fast runner or a really good pitcher.
Yeah.
But some of them can fly.
Damn.
It's a really unique property, but if you put them in the outfield, somebody hits a home run, you can jump, and your guy pops up in the air like probably 50 feet in video game footage, and hovers, and you can rob home runs that way.
Holy hell.
Some of the other interests, there were strange characters too, like there's the devil, Diablo, is in the game. He's a power hitter. He's slow as dirt. If he doesn't hit one out of the park, you can throw him out from the outfield. I think he uses like some kind of a club or spiked bat, but they have a lot of weird characters like that. They have a witch that uses like a broomstick, and a caveman that has like a
club. Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's a really unique game, and you play in all these different fields. Like at the schoolyard, there's no fence, there's just a line, and if you hit a home run, break one of the windows, you're out on the school.
Oh,
the
damn.
Is on the back.
Okay, yeah.
But they each have like unique properties to the fields that make it kind of stand out. I'm trying to think what some other examples. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. It's very fun game.
I need to check that out. So River City Ransom and then Dusty Diamonds, that's 2 oddballs right there. Was there more of a popular, one that everybody was trying to go after that you were like, yeah, I need to rent that, or you rented it? And
I think those are the 2 of my main stay memories. I really, those are the ones that stuck. Paperboy was another game that I really loved. Yeah. And I think all of these games that I never got to own kind of contributed to my wanting to collect games.
Yeah.
And I think my nostalgia is even stronger for the games that I didn't get to play enough when I was a kid.
This shelf behind us, for me, is a representation of that. You know, I played it at a friend's house, or I rented it at Stewart's, or I went to a buddy's house and they rented it.
Yeah.
And I saw it and was like, so I wanted to ask you about collecting. You've got an amazing collection, which we're going to see here in a bit, but would you rather find them out in the wild, or have you done online ordering? Have you done both? And I mean, what's your kind of take on?
So yeah, but I do both. I do prefer to find it in the wild if I can find something, and it's a treasure hunt, right? And if I can, especially if I can find something that is undervalued, that's exciting too.
Oh yeah.
But just finding something that you're looking for. But these days, it's a lot more difficult to do.
It is. It's become a lot more popular to hunt down games and find them. And then there's folks that get to conventions really early, where they'll hit these local garage sales at like 6 a.m. and scoop up a lot of stuff. A lot of the games here behind us I've gotten on eBay, and for me, it's actually been pretty good. Have you done eBay much, or?
eBay is my last resort.
Okay.
Because they're typically priced a little higher. I like to look on. I use OfferUp quite a bit.
Okay.
And Mercari is probably my main go-to.
All right.
That's where I got the deluxe set.
Yeah.
The set. So, but I can remember. I actually lived in Alvin 20 years ago when I was going to college, and I bought both of the original NES Zelda games for $2 a piece at the thrift store. It's still open. They don't have any, or a resale shop. They don't have any games anymore. But they had like a basket, and it didn't matter what the title was. Everything was $2 a piece. This was probably 1997.
Oh
1998.
Wow, that's a steal.
Yeah. Did you? I was going to ask you this question when we were talking before. When you started collecting at that time, or holding on to your old games, did you ever get a lot of pushback or smart mouth comments from your buddies telling you, why would anybody want to keep these old games, or you could trade it in and get something new?
Well, the buddies I had are the buddies who I played Nintendo with, and they kept a lot of their games. You know, they would keep them. They may not have added to them, but they were like, no, I don't want to throw these away, man. These are. But one day, I had a friend of mine, and he came over to my house, and I had my Nintendo controller, the controllers, the Zapper, all my games in a box. And he's like, dude, what are you doing? I said, hey, man, I'm going to the pawn shop in Clute, and I'm pawning them all. I want to buy a bass guitar. So I actually made a video on this here on the channel, but he and I went in the pawn shop. It was an older gentleman. He looks at the stuff and he looks at me. He goes, son, this stuff is obsolete. I don't even want to buy it. You know, he's like, because I forget what video games were hot at the time. I know I was old enough to drive. I don't know if I had graduated high school yet, but I was like, you know what? I want to play music. I want to be in a band. I don't have much money. I'm going to sell all my video games and stuff. And I am so grateful that old guy was like, this is obsolete, man. No, I can't give you any money for it. So I took it home and put it all away, and then later got a bass guitar. But I'm so glad I kept all of this, because I was able to build off of that. But that was the one. And my buddy who went with me, even he was like, man, dude, are you sure? Man, are you sure?
It's a good friend.
Yeah, he was a solid dude, and I was just like, yeah, man, I'm ready. But to this day, I'm so grateful that old guy was like, man, this stuff's obsolete. Nobody wants it, and I'm so glad that I have it now. I gotta ask you, because I ask all my buddies, it don't have to be top 5, but and you don't have to rank them, but if you could only pick 5 Nintendo games, and you're trapped, or you're on that desert island, or it's a rainy day, or what are you going for?
5 original NES?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we talked about one of them already. Dusty Diamonds would go with me. Probably Mario 3. Paperboy would go as well. Let's see. I'm thinking about replayability. Probably Super Tecmo Bowl.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's you can get hours of
Dude,
entertainment out of that.
Make seasons out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what a good title. I was prepared for this question.
That's all right. I like to blindside my guests, so
I'll keep it in the back of my mind.
Well, I tell you what. Is there a game you rented or played from Stewart's at a friend's house, and you thought, this has got to be one of the shittiest Nintendo games?
I own this one of these games was a gift. I don't know if it was Christmas or birthday or what, but it's Total Recall. You played Total Recall?
Yeah. Yes, I have.
It's a piece of shit. And to its defense, some of the artwork is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the hit boxes were so ridiculous. You would just get anywhere close to something, and Arnold was jumping back because he'd been bitten by a bullet or something. Terrible.
I saw a guy I used to follow a guy on Twitch, and on his YouTube channel, he had posted a video. I think he still holds it, the world speedrun record for Total Recall. It's incredible to watch him run through it because it doesn't even look real, and it's not glitched or anything. He has just mastered the horrible controls of that game.
It's terrible.
And he filed it down to a science, and it's amazing. But yeah, I remember Total Recall was one of those games where we saw the movie as a kid and we're like, oh man, I bet that's awesome. Yeah, then we rented it from Stewart's. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this is absolute garbage.
You rented it, I purchased it.
Yeah.
My parents did.
Yeah.
I had to live with it. I played it quite a bit. I actually made it pretty far in the game, but
and it's not, from what I was seeing from the speedrun, it's not a very long game.
I don't know how long it is. I don't think I've actually seen it all the way to the end. I should probably watch one of these speedruns just to see all the levels.
It's pretty incredible to watch the speedrun, but yeah, I don't remember how. It's just a handful of stages. But with that being said, we know you've played some turds, but you have an amazing collection of Nintendo games, and we're going to take a few minutes to teleport to Travis's place and take a look at these.
Welcome to my game room. NES related items. We've got a couple of the old Nintendo lunchbox. These are complete with thermos.
Look at that.
I'm gonna see the thermos. A little washed out, but yeah. And there's the Mario version. I think this came in red and blue. I went with the blue. I think that's most of the NES stuff in this area. Up above, we've got
the action set.
Yeah, complete in box action set. Thank you to Ryan who gave this to me, gifted this to me. He'd been holding on to it for quite a while, and I think this one actually still has the original price tag. I think it's a Walmart purchase, $99.
God, the box is in incredible condition.
Yeah, pretty good shape. Yeah, all the color, that glossy art looks really good still.
Man,
a little bit of frame. Further down the line here, we've got the NES Advantage complete in box. Also, thank you to Ryan who gifted me this as well. I never had the NES Advantage, but I did have one of my friends growing up who did, and I always thought it was pretty cool, even if I pretended like I didn't because I didn't have one.
That box looks great too. Now, I just noticed underneath right here, you've got the official Nintendo Player's Guide.
I do. I think we talked about this before. I don't remember if this was a gift from Nintendo for subscribing to Nintendo Power, but I do know that I put this sticker on here when I was like 9 or 10 years old.
Because you knew it would increase the value. There you go. It looks good.
I hope so. I feel like I really did a pretty good job.
You did a great job. It helps with the aesthetics.
Which is pretty rare in my sticker work in those days.
I also noticed behind it, you've got some Nintendo Power.
I do. I think I had a year or two's subscription as a kid. Here's the Mega Man 2 edition. I've got a few more on display. A lot of these are strategy guides over here.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I've got a few on display here. Some of these I picked up a little bit later. Maybe the one to...
Now, noticing here at the end, there it is. Issue 1.
Issue 1. This is my original copy. Nintendo was wise in the way of marketing. They actually sent out a copy of this to everyone who had the Nintendo Fun Club News subscription, which was free. And this, I think I slept with this thing. I loved it so much.
It's also in great condition. And then, yes, right next to it is the Nintendo Fun Club News.
Yeah, this one is, I think, a lesser known element of Nintendo history. This is the predecessor to the Nintendo Power formula. These are a lot smaller, but they do have full map layouts and tips and tricks. And I think there's a letter from what's his name?
Howard?
Yeah, Howard, that opens up each of these.
Yeah.
This one's really hard to find. This is not my original, but I was fortunate enough to find it at a flea market for, I think, for $5, which was quite the deal.
That's incredible. And then this caught my eye just below. You've got two of probably my favorite NES games. I have many favorites, but these right here.
I did that just for you, sir.
I appreciate that, man. They look really good.
An interesting story on these.
Mm-hmm.
All of these with the little orange stickers, and I've got more over here.
Mm-hmm.
I purchased directly from a mom and pop video rental store.
Yeah.
Probably in '97, they were still renting these out, and I convinced the guy that worked there that they were no longer relevant and he should sell them to me. And after a lot of wheeling and dealing, he did sell me 7 or 8 of these.
And again, these are in great condition.
Pretty good shape, yeah.
And that was a hell of a strategy, convincing them, hey, you don't need these.
I was really pleased with myself because I think that was the Nintendo 64 was already out, so they were
now
a couple consoles behind.
Yeah, I notice here at the end this Legend of Zelda.
Yeah,
this
is one of my favorite collector's items here. It's the Legend of Zelda Game & Watch. It's later in the series, but it is a really well-made piece of electronics here. And the game isn't that bad, really, for LCD. And there's the iconic original D-pad design.
This is in great condition as well.
It is. I bought this from someone who I think was a collector, and however they got it and took care of it was in pretty good shape. So, original battery cover.
Golly, yeah.
Often missing.
Yeah. It looks fantastic. Now, with all, and then I'm sorry, right above your boxes is
That is probably my centerpiece here. It gets its own shelf.
Yeah.
I never think I would actually own this. I got this relatively recently. It is the Nintendo Entertainment Center Deluxe set, which was the top of the line system originally.
And then I noticed, keeping an eye on the entire room from the deluxe set, Rob is up there.
It's been a long time coming. I needed Rob to rule over the game room for some time, and now he's finally up there.
That's good. He can keep an eye on everything. Now, with all these fantastic games, I noticed this right here behind you, your CRT.
Oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna turn that on. I actually got it hooked up with one of my favorite games from my childhood. I think the volume may be up pretty loud.
Oh, look at that.
It's a JVC D-Series CRT. It was their top of the line CRT at the probably late 90s.
And the picture looks fantastic on it. And the sound as well. The speakers still hold up really well.
That's what's really cool about the JVC is the audio was really good on these TVs. You know, they were, I guess, an audio company first.
That looks fantastic.
The best part.
Yes.
Let me mute this so we can. There we go.
Man. Well, Travis, this is just amazing. I see right under here, you've got.
Yeah, that's most of my collection is loose cart collection, which is how I like it. They're easy to access and use on original hardware. So.
And then I love your setup over here for your controllers.
You can never have too many controllers.
You cannot. That's true. You can always have some for parts, and you've even got the Brasso in there.
Brasso is a last resort. Everybody should use the 99% alcohol first.
Yeah.
But if you're really desperate,
hey,
Brasso will get you what you need.
Nothing wrong with having it on hand. Well,
I've got one or two things I thought might still be. I thought putting a lot of these manuals in a picture frame would be pretty cool. I will tell you, it's very difficult to get them to stay. And the Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, that is my original manual from when I was a kid. And the reason that corner is ripped off is because I wrote a password code down on it. Ripped it off intentionally for convenience. So,
man,
I have to live with that for the rest of my days.
That's okay. That came out really, really well. It did. And the boxes are in great condition, man. This is just incredible.
We've got the must-have original Nintendo marketing insert from a lot of the early NES
Yeah,
games.
a lot of these would be in the boxes when you get the new game.
It's good advertising. I used to look at those all the time and think what it must be like to have all these games.
Have all those.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And
now, I know these aren't, well, you got your zapper here, but then you're armed to the teeth. You're ready.
Yeah, I've got a different type of gun rack than most Texans, but
and now I just noticed right next to it, you've got some more Nintendo Fun Club news.
Yeah, I've got some additionals here. And this is a cool Nintendo Power episode or volume. Yeah, Zelda 2. This is my original copy.
Wow.
I think I've got a few other ones. I'm missing the Mike Tyson's Punch-Out version.
Yeah.
That's the only one of the actual color versions that I don't have. But yeah, these are really cool. They're fun to break out every now and then and look through.
And I do like the later versions of Nintendo Power.
Yeah, I'm a big Legend of Zelda fan. So
it's a great series for sure.
Those magazines are often out in front.
Well, Travis, I want to thank you, man, for inviting us in here. This is incredible. Your setup is fantastic. I know you've got a lot more than just Nintendo. I just kind of myself personally wanted to focus on the Nintendo stuff, which the room in its entirety is fantastic. And I know you talked about the deluxe set being the centerpiece, but I got to tell you, man, that CRT TV, that might be the crown jewel of all this. To have that in here to be able to play all these is fantastic.
It's pretty cool. I can tell you need to stretch before you go and pick one of these up. I think that's a 32-inch. It probably weighs 150 pounds.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. Get a dolly or get a friend and pick that up. But no, this is fantastic, Travis. I want to thank you again for inviting us in, and man, hopefully we get to return one day for a gameplay right on the CRT TV.
Hey, we can do that.
All right, man.
I'm glad you were able to come out, and I appreciate you shooting my game range.
All right.
I'm excited to hear what others might think about it.
Yeah. Well, thank you, man. Appreciate it.